I may be a little bit fuzzy on the details because I'm shooting this talkie bit at the beginning of March 2021, which means it is currently 2 months after I filmed the rest of this video. However, I should not be fuzzy on my face because I've got a monitor that I nabbed from work, which is spazzing out a little bit, but it's showing my face to me for long enough that I can check if I'm sitting in the shallow bit of focus that my lens is giving me at this point. This is also the very first time I was able to mount my old Nikon 50mm onto my Fuji X-T4 because I finally got some adapters, which is fun. All of the footage in this video though will still be shot with the Fuji 35mm f2, which is fine, just not vintage. Anyway, that's enough of that, let's just get into the review. Hello people of YouTube and welcome to Indeed, the monthly review of December 2020. December was the last month of my 2.5-month stint in Norway at the end of 2020. And from what it seems like, I'm going to be staying out of Norway for a little while longer because Norway does not want me in it right now. And neither does Sweden want Signe in it either. So all of that sucks a little bit. Borders very strict at the moment. Being in Norway was fantastic though for a multitude of reasons, but one of them was because I felt quite inspired to film things, and I think I shot some pretty decent stuff for this monthly review. I still feel very inspired to film now that I'm back in Sweden, but I have a slight issue, and that is that I don't leave the house that much, and filming myself baking and working and being miserable at yoga every single day does not a great monthly review make. So I don't know when there will be a next monthly review because I just don't do anything interesting at this point in time, which is a little bit annoying, but I'll also be the first to admit that the routine of it all has not been the worst thing in the world for me. Anyway, I think that is more than enough about the present. Let's have a look back at late November and December of 2020.
We are at the same lake as we were at during the previous monthly review. However, this time, I think our plans...
know that that is not Ymingfjell.
We also learned that that over there is not Ymingfjell indeed. It's also out of focus and very sunny, so can't really do much about that. But we did indeed learn that that's not Ymingfjell. And also, our ambitions for this hike are a little bit more ambitious than...
Going there.
But not only is the climb we're going to do a bit more ambitious than last time, the weather is also slightly more ambitious, I feel.
Yeah, it's cold.
It is -7
Yep.
about at the moment, and unlike last time when I said I was wildly unprepared for all of this, I am mildly prepared for all of this. Thoughts?
It's fucking amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like that's about all I have to say about it as well. Quite a stunning view. And what do we have to do now?
Race against the clock to go back down before the sun sets.
Yeah, because what time is it?
It's 10 minutes before sunset.
Roughly. Yeah, it's about 3 o'clock now.
Yeah.
Which means... Quarter past already. Oh dear. Which means that which for us is over the horizon is already under the horizon down there. which is vaguely problematic, possibly. But as long as we make it back to the main road in about half an hour, 45 minutes, we'll be fine. And then we can follow the road in the dark. And all will be decent.
I don't want to linger on this point for too long, but I want to make note of it for my future self's sake. That last sequence was a little bit painful to edit. I traveled back from Norway to Sweden on the 3rd of January. And the day after I got back, Signe told me that she'd have to let Sheila, the dog you see in these clips, get put to rest. That in itself was hard enough news to deal with, but the added bonus of me having just left for a day and not being able to see it through with them was not fun. Needless to say, putting together a montage of slow-mo footage of a dog that's happily bouncing around, who is currently no longer with us, was just a bit of a bummer. But for the sake of memory and looking back on all of this in the future, I felt like I wanted to keep this sequence in anyway. Moving on to something chronologically illogical from mid-November, I think. That will lighten the mood a little bit. It's always fun to put people who have never played VR before in a VR headset. It's an experience that I always find very hard to describe to people, because when you just show someone footage of a VR game, it looks like a video game. But when you're actually in VR with the goggles on your head, you're no longer playing a video game, you become part of it. And I always find it kind of hilarious how quickly my brain just accepts the new virtual world around it as reality. And so during late November, a night at the cabin, it was Andreas's turn. And I don't think he ever played proper VR before, so what you're about to see is his genuine first impressions. But he seemed to enjoy it.
Hello. Nei, vi går kokk. Oi, herregud, det er godt. Det så veldig virkelig ut, da.
Ja.
Hva er det jeg skal gjøre, da? Hallo.
Hvis du ser på han fyren som står foran deg,
Han oppå der.
order up,
Get cooking, chef human. Ja, ja.
da trapper du det. Og så er hele poenget med spillet da, at det som det står foran deg der, pull paper when ready, så vi får se om du klarer det da. Denne gangen prøv med bare en
Order
hånd.
window. Precis. Ja, da kommer order window her, ja. Full paper when ready.
Sånn ja, flink.
Ja, så bare... Ok, hva skal jeg gjøre med den dritten her, da?
Ja, du kan gjøre hva du vil.
Ja, ja, det skjønner jeg. Bacon og eggs, ja. Masa. Skjønner jeg. Eggs. Jeg må ha noe i den, da.
Hva trenger du?
Ja, noe å knuse egg i. Folde eller noe sånt.
Vasken.
Vasken?
Prøv å knuse den bare rett på grillen.
Yeah, it's not, the egg is not quite as advanced as...
Pappa, du må knuse det! Sånn ja.
Au! Oi, ups! Ja. Ja, hvor er pleiten den, da?
Der hvor det var order up.
Hæ? Her? Order window? Her, ja.
Ja. Både egg og bacon brent.
Skikkelig svidd. Der kom ny tallerken. Ok. Smoothie. Nei, det var ikke lett.
Nå er du inni det, pappa.
Ja, pling da. Oh.
Det var ikke akkurat så mye han fikk det, stakkar.
Nei. Jeg skal ha mer.
Syns du ikke det? Hadde ikke du blitt litt skuffet hvis du fikk så lite på en restaurant?
Jo, oi. Sånn da. Der, ja.
Skal du kan bevege deg sakte, og så kan du prøve nå å gå veldig sakte fram og ta pistolen fra. Det er ikke sakte, pappa.
Men jeg fucka meg likevel.
Aha, husk at du står i en faktisk stue nå.
Nå ja, det er sant.
Og plutselig detter over bordet her.
Oi, dæven! Han har slett fryktelig mange skudd. Oi. Det er ikke noen pistol lenger. Jeg gjemte meg bak en stol, så du ikke det?
Jeg så det, du var kjempeflink.
Ja, men jeg skal ta en pause, det var gøy.
What are you doing, Tom?
Looking up a pizza recipe.
Fun?
Yeah.
Why am I here?
Because you're filming me.
Why?
Because it's going in the monthly review. It's important. We need to cherish this memory in the future.
What are you doing, Dad?
Jeg skal da gjøre litt grann jobbgreier. Så jeg skal dra fram computeren.
Så fin genser du har.
Tusen takk.
Du ser veldig norsk ut.
Veldig norsk, pappa.
I know pizza isn't exactly stereotypically Norwegian out in nature, night at the back to basics cabin type of food, but fucking hell, that pizza was delicious. And for Norwegian bonus points, it featured blueberry flavored moose sausage. Yes, you heard that right. Moose sausage flavored with blueberries. That definitely sounds like something that should not work, but oh my god, it worked. Anyway, that will be about it for the monthly review of December 2020. Andreas drove back down on December 31st, so Signe and I celebrated New Year's together, the two of us at the cabin. And then after that, as I said earlier in the video, I took a heap of buses and trains back home to Sweden on the 3rd of January. Before you go though, let me play you out, if you will, with some nice slow-mo footage of all the fireworks that were around us at the cabin during New Year's Eve. And otherwise, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to push some of the positive buttons down below, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao!